fellas.
Right.
I feel like we shouldn't even do a shot. I should like walk in the door like a NBA announcer, fucking playoff team and shit. And just walk in and high five everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers. Here we go.
A little rough on the end.
Yeah, the flavor's not potent, but it's definitely like you feel the warmth going down. So it's not as smooth as it could be.
Definitely not that smooth. Trying the mixed drink.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, not smooth at all. This week we have Corralejo. I believe it's reposado.
Yeah.
That's our bottle this week. It's only. My parents used to use this shit like for parties and stuff. That's what my pops would buy.
I think it's kind of common with everybody. I think a lot of people.
For my family,
certified hood classic.
It was always Cazadores or Centenario.
Cazadores
too, yeah.
Never Corralejo though.
For us, it was Cazadores and Corralejo. Those were the two big bottles that my pops would kind of break out for stuff.
Nice.
It's a cool bottle. Kind of does the trick.
Probably ranking it above the Cuervo for sure.
Oh, everything's above the Cuervo.
And that's about where it stays. It's just above the Cuervo.
Where's Centenario?
Didn't fit.
Didn't fit. Oh shit! I didn't think about that. Wait, so that means? Oh, this is episode 6.
Yeah, this is episode 6.
Season 1, episode 6.
Gang. All right. This is our first episode back after almost a month.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks. Almost a month. That's almost a month. Your boy was down bad.
COVID.
Not COVID.
Mega COVID.
Not mega COVID. Viral sinus infection. Yeah.
He went to work without a mask. Spreaded it. He says. He's got that shit at work.
I got that shit at work. 100%, bro.
Was there someone like sick before you?
I was telling Edgar earlier that there's a coworker who recently moved over to my side of the office.
Okay.
And I believe they're chronically ill. Like they've just been sick since they got hired. So I think that they got me sick. And I'm going to wholeheartely believe that and continue to have that be my story. So I blame them.
He's convinced it was her. With her weak ass immune system. But hey man, but you was dying.
I was dying, dude. I haven't been sick in over 3 years. It's probably like over 4 years, but for sure over 3 years I haven't been sick. Dodged COVID.
And until now, yes.
It wasn't COVID. It wasn't COVID.
Mega COVID.
It was mega fucking COVID.
It was like the beta COVID and the Charlie COVID. That little fucking new
It's all the new strands and variants and shit. All of those mixed in to fuck me up.
Patient zero right there, man. Brian just came out with the new virus.
Hell yeah, bro.
CDC's gonna be blasting my door right now.
He got it from
I'm gonna get a call soon.
He got it from a fungus.
Shit, Last of Us?
Yeah.
Damn, don't even say that shit, bro.
Hey, the last episode was fucking lit.
That shit was good.
I got that Joe mentality now, bro.
That shit was dope.
And then fucking Brian went fucking MIA for 2 weeks because, you know, he had a quarantine.
I've been MIA for a minute, low key.
We were like, hey, Brian, we gonna make it happen next week? I was like, Brian was like, yeah, I'm feeling alright. I was like, I think we should be good. Friday came around, I was like, yeah, it's not happening. I was like, yeah, never mind.
So Friday came around? No, Thursday came around, and I'm at home and I'm like, yeah, I can do this shit. Friday comes around, and I'm at work and I was like, I can't do it. Call it off, dude. Call it off. I'm not gonna make it.
Yeah, word on the street is that's exactly how it went down for Podcast About Nothing.
Podcast About Nothing is a whole other story, bro.
Bingo was telling me like, all of a sudden, Brian got sick and more episodes were coming out.
That was all Bingo. Podcast About Nothing is on Bingo.
That's not the word on the street, though.
Fuck, I don't know what the hell he be talking about because he's the one that's out here with the fucked up schedule.
Hey, that's why I try to make sure that we were trying to be a little bit more consistent.
Yeah.
So I was like, Brian got sick. I mean, that was just a interception. You know, it just shit happens.
Yeah. Hey, that shit don't ever happen to me, dude. I don't get sick, but.
And then prior to that, though, fucking Sam went to Yeehaw, Texas.
Yeah. Oh, that was a fun time.
Yeah.
Did St. Patty's over there because it was that weekend.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, good vibe, good bars over there.
Houston, right?
Yeah, Houston
area. Yeah.
Fucking, I was so convinced Sam wasn't gonna come back because he was drunk as fuck on the back of a pickup truck.
I see my phone blowing up and Sam's like sending pictures from the back of a pickup saying I'm drunk, and I was like, oh shit, we done lost a man.
It was like 30 degrees and shit.
Oh no!
But I mean, by that time I was like,
you were
at a level that
this motherfucker was a Christmas tree in the back of that truck.
Sam randomly just came out with some cowboy boots at the Honda, and then his cousins like, here, have a gun on the house.
Nah, it got to the point where like you freeze, and then I blacked out. Like
you blacked out?
There's a whole like 3 hours of my life that there's pictures were shown to me the next day.
And you have no idea when they were taken?
Nope. Don't have the memory of like taking them. Like, oh man, it was bad.
Oh damn, that bad, huh?
And we talked about blacking out like episode 4 or something like that.
Yeah, very recently, yeah. We did.
That was my fucking dilemma. Holy shit, Sam, you went fucking balls out.
Sam went hard, huh?
I bought a bottle of bourbon, some like quality bourbon.
Okay.
So I killed. On the first day, I killed 2/3 of it, right? On the next day, I killed the last third, and then I killed a bottle of Bacardi rum.
Okay.
So I had like a bottle and some change in me, so I was fucking recipe for disaster there.
Damn. Yeah. Sam was out here resting in peace, bro. Shit.
Full fucking wild, bro. He's like, when in Texas, bro, I'm gonna get fucked up.
Yeah.
Wow. Who'd you drink with? Your fam, right?
My fam, yeah.
Nice.
I got my older brother, my older sister out there. And then I went with my other, because there's 4 of us.
Yeah.
We flew out together.
Nice.
Yeah.
Were they on the same level, or was it just you?
Oh, no, I mean...
It was just you?
One of my brothers got a little buzz, but I mean, I just...
So you were just going hard solo?
Oh, yeah. I was on vacation.
Damn, bro.
Sam said, I'm going to show you Cali boys how it's done. I'm going to show you Texas boy how it's done in Cali.
Oh, yeah.
Damn. You a fucking menace to society, bro. This fool woke up to have breakfast with bourbon.
Oh, yeah.
That's some shit.
That was quality bourbon, too. Like, gotta find that bottle.
I know. I saw the text messages, like, on Saturday Friday night. He was like, no, not even Friday night. I think it was like 2 in the afternoon. I was like, I'm fucking lit. I was like, oh, shit.
Dude, you've seen that picture where the kid's, like, in his bed with the fucking earphone things in his nose, like he's in the hospital and shit? That was me looking at his text messages, and I'm like, bitch, what the fuck?
Oh, so even that weekend you were already fucking down?
Yeah, dude.
Ah, shit.
So, I was telling them that it started with my sister. She went to Six Flags that Friday.
Okay.
We went to run errands on Saturday, and she's like, oh, my throat hurts, and I thought, oh, okay, that's normal. She's like, I was screaming on the rides and whatnot, so okay, nothing. And I was with her all day Saturday because we were out, doing shit and whatnot. And yeah, dude, I was fucking
done.
Like, you started to feel it, and I thought, it's nothing, just a little scratch on the throat, coughing a little bit, but didn't think of it. But I got really fucked up on Wednesday. But yeah, I started feeling it.
You got COVID also?
No.
Never? Oh, shit.
Fuck, I ain't get COVID, bro. I'm still undefeated against it.
Like mega COVID, though.
I'm still undefeated. I'm gonna hold my title of undefeated against it.
I'm kind of convinced I got like a little bit of COVID, like right when it was happening. Cause
you had like a bad flu?
No, like before, like they had said anything, or like they had announced it or whatever. Like I got really fucking sick.
Oh shit!
It's like, Natalie got me sick because Natalie was fucked up.
Oh
so
shit!
She got like really fucking sick, like right when all that shit was happening. And then I got it, and I got it kind of bad. And then after that, like I never got it, but I've been like
you could have had it.
Yeah. I was so convinced that I probably had it then, and then I was so convinced that maybe I got a little bit of COVID as I was working and shit. Like,
yeah.
So I got like such a small dosage where like it kind of
your body fought it.
My body fought it, so they already kind of recognized it. Cause like I remember like they were saying to like obviously go to the nostrils or whatever. So I was like, it was one of those things. Maybe like I was around so many people When I'm at FedEx and shit, so it's like I'm around so many people fucking breathing and shit. The whole mask thing wasn't implied
You're
yet.
bound to.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm so convinced. I got like I feel
like a super carrier.
Dead ass. I was like, I wasn't
Probably
I wasn't just delivering
super soaker over there.
I wasn't just delivering packages, man.
Knock knock COVID, bitch.
Like I'm like no, because it was crazy. Because like during that time, like they were like obviously the whole mask thing wasn't a thing, right?
Yeah, it wasn't.
So like so I feel like, and then I was around like the most widest area at the time, so like people didn't fucking believe in that shit.
Yeah.
So I was around so many people, so I was like, I feel like I just got like a little dance here and there, but like my body was able to kick it. Where in that for I was just like, fuck it, I don't like there was like I was like, oh, you got a little bit of it, but I was like, we're able to fight it off.
Yeah, it's funny because I have a coworker that says the same thing, that her and her husband, like prior to the whole like actual COVID thing coming out, so I think it was around March, right? Mm-hmm. So she said around the previous Christmas, she was really fucking sick. Her and her husband were really fucking sick, and a lot of the same like symptoms that were associated to COVID. So she's like, obviously there's no way of ever proving it, but I feel like I probably had it, or like we probably had it, her and her husband, and that's why they never caught it. But she says the same thing, like I was sick before that, so before the actual like, oh, this is COVID, I could have had it.
Bonjour Danny.
Cheers.
Yeah, my boy got in a car accident today.
Ah, shit. On the truck?
With the company vehicle?
With the FedEx truck.
Damn, what you do, bro?
I saw the photos. I was like, that car got fucked up. From what it looks like, because they hit his bumper.
Okay.
So, I mean, but that car got fucking wrecked. Damn. Like, that whole side piece got wrecked.
That's fucking terrible.
I don't know.
Those trucks are built tough.
Dude, I'm really surprised how that, like, because...
Because there's still metal bumpers on
it's
you guys'
metal
trucks.
bumpers.
Yeah.
So I was like I was just tripping out how fucked up it got. So I was just like the metal bumper was kind of like bent and shit, but that car got fucking wrecked.
Well, yeah, I mean the metal bumpers are fucking legit. Like you see cars now, they're all fucking plastic and they're hollow. The whole like my mom's truck is a newer truck and it's hollow on the inside of it's like the reinforcement they would call it.
Yeah,
it's all hollow.
It's like a foam too.
Yeah.
Hey Danny, did they hit you or did you hit them?
Je parle français. I don't know, bro.
He's been drinking too.
I know a little bit. I know more Italian than
because it's just
French.
like Spanish.
Well, yeah, but also me and my homie thought it'd be fun to like learn Italian and pick up on Italian bitches,
because there's so many here.
Yeah, bro, we were like on some shit. I don't know why, but we were at CC, we were in community college, and he's like, let's take an Italian course, and I was like, fuck it. This motherfucker drops out the semester before, or actually, no, sorry, that semester right before it started, he drops out. So I took an Italian class, so I know a little bit.
Okay.
Italiano, pizza. That shit was
that's it.
Hey, bro, that shit's dope.
Oh, so
he rammed into me. Whoa, hey, pause, bro, pause.
This is a PG-13 fucking podcast.
This is a family-friendly show, dog.
He fucked him up. I was like, hey man, you fucking get some workers come from that. Be like, my neck, my back.
He's gonna come in my back.
Oh, trip out. Speaking about the whole thing, like about being sick and all that shit. Prior to everything happening, we had like a little gathering at one of my friend's house. Like it was a bunch of us. And then we were just chilling or whatever before the whole, like, cause they were already talking about it in China, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
So like we had like a little hangout that day. And then we were all just chilling, drinking, people were smoking or whatever. And we started watching this movie. I forgot I think it was called Quarantine or some shit. Like, it's kind of like a movie. I don't know if you guys seen it.
Yeah.
Is it Contagion?
Or something like that.
Yeah. There's a... Yeah, I think there's a Quarantine too.
Yeah, it does like exactly the
same fucking timeline.
It does like the same... It pretty much talked about everything that was happening here, right? What happened to us. So we finished watching that movie. There was a bunch of people that are drunk and high. And then we're just watching it. And then we're just tripping out. And then he told me, he said it word for word, I swear to God. He said, this is probably going to be the last time we all hang out together. Sure enough, we didn't see each other for like 2-3 years.
Is that motherfucker's fault then?
No, because homeboy was like, he was kind of like in that like, oh, like, I'm woke type of shit where, like, well, not I'm woke, but like, he knew what was going on over there. He knew what was going to happen here. So when we had that shit, like, homeboy never left his house.
Damn. That's wild. I remember when that whole shit happened, like, seeing, a lot of military action.
How it was spreading, like
the
first case in Washington.
Yeah, like
then,
the
first
here,
case in
there,
Frisco. 2 cases in LAX.
It was. I think San Francisco was kind of one of the first like hotbeds for it.
No.
It was San Francisco and New York.
Washington, because they got into that nursing home and like killed a bunch of and then that's when everyone really got scared.
Yeah, I don't know why. I remember San Francisco being one of the first ones that was like a big deal, and. Well, obviously, like, recently having just come back from there, I was like, oh, shit, like...
Yeah,
I worked around those areas
now, like, because when he had said that, like, I was just kind of thinking, like, kind of doing too much, but then, like, once that shit happened, I was like, oh, damn, this motherfucker foresaw the future and shit. I was like, holy shit.
I just remember, like I said, I saw, like, military movement. You see the military trucks going up and down riverbeds and the helicopters and shit, so... Obviously, I have a couple friends that were in the military, and I remember texting them, like, yo, what's up? Like, yo, what's going on? And he's like, I can't say much. Like, I have a couple orders. This is this. And I was like, bro, is it that China shit? Like, what's up? Like, for real. Let me know. And he's like, I can't say nothing. Like, as of now, as far as I know, it's nothing. And, like, it was just, like, slowly picking up every day. You'd see shit kind of escalate a little... Like a step further,
Now we're getting invaded by balloons.
Yeah, now we got these Chinese balloons fucking out in Alaska and shit.
That's nothing.
Oh, bullshit. Let's see what my homie said, because I had a car in front of me and he was about to shoot someone. Was this the one that was out in, like, Vernon not too long ago? No, wait, when did he get hit? Today.
Today.
Oh, never mind. There was a shooting in, I want to say it was Vernon or somewhere close to the area, because it was in the yard of one of our customers that we delivered to.
Okay.
Oh shit.
The guy apparently ran up on a cop, I think, and the cop shot him. This was, it wasn't today, it was maybe yesterday or 2 days ago. And there was like a whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
Guy ran up on a cop because the cop was in the yard, like in the parking lot where they're gonna deliver shit, and I don't know how it happened, but I guess the cop shot the guy and killed him.
Dude, I've been seeing like hella cop activities. Cause like I'll be right there by Maywood, like there'll be fucking cars just flying. Like,
well, I mean it's in that same like Vernon Maywood area.
So they caused some like unrest with like, cause they thought it was a dirty shooter.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I just remember getting into work and they're like, "Yo, come through to the other side," because the other office is the one that has the TVs.
Okay.
So I went over and they're like, "Oh, it's our customer. It's they're called Tapia." And they're like, "Oh, it's Tapia's yard," and we're like, "Oh shit!" So they're on the phone talking to these guys like, "Yo, are you guys good?" or like, "What's up?"
Oh shit.
Yeah, well, because obviously they've known these guys for such a long time. They do business with them.
Caguama. Oh, you're drinking that Corona Clásico, I think.
The Familiar?
Yeah.
That one's good.
Hey, Danny.
I'm not a Corona fan.
I like them.
Straight up, I'm not a Corona fan.
Send the link to Angel.
Yeah, I'm not a Corona fan, dude. That's as it is. You guys know I'm not a big beer fan. But dude, Corona's nasty as fuck.
I mean, beer is just not.
But the Familiar is good.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah, I don't know. So it's the same way like Modelos. I don't care for them. But the Negras, those are fucking good.
But I mean, beer is beer. So if it doesn't taste good to you, I mean, none of them shit kind of thing.
Yeah, none of them really do taste good to me. But like, I can drink a Pacifico with a lime.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm chilling. I used to fuck with Heineken.
Nice.
Dos Equis. It cuts off. That's Edgar's shitty ass Wi-Fi.
Pay for my internet. Sue me.
I already paid for mine. Tax deduction.
I remember when the whole like COVID thing broke out. Like how I got through it is every March they used to send me to Fort Worth, Texas, my company.
Oh shit.
To go to a conference.
Base?
Huh?
To the bases?
Yeah, to a military base, one from Lockheed, for a conference with all the military guys, like the end user of our product. So I did it, and it was coming out in the news. I was with some big shots. So yeah, we did our thing. We were in the conference. We presented some stuff, and then we flew back. Right. So business as usual. Next morning, I get up early. I go to work, and then the VP calls a meeting, just to like align with all the news of and the policies that are gonna come out.
Yeah, yeah.
So I go to the meeting. It's an in-person meeting. And we're all kind of just standing around chatting, and then all of a sudden, the VP looks at me, and hey, what the fuck are you doing here? I was like, what do you mean? I work here. I was like, no, you were on a plane, you're quarantined right now. I was like, well, no one fucking told me. Yeah, leave right now. And
shit.
Yeah, so I had to fucking walk out. And it was
damn near walk of shame.
Yeah,
and shit.
It got real serious real quick. I was like, no one called me saying oh, there's a new quarantine policy if you're in a plane or anything.
Yeah.
Or you've been at an airport.
Was this prior to or
This was March of
oh shit
2020, right when it was in the news.
That shit was crazy because the airports were fucking empty.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
was scary.
Insane. That was insane. When they would pass pictures of LAX just
dead.
I'm like, what the fuck?
So then I called the other guys that were on the trip with me, and they were all at work too. So I'm like, hey, we're not supposed to be here. We gotta leave right now.
But that's the thing though, it was so new and so unknown that you didn't even know what the procedures were.
Nope.
And it was kind of just thrown at you on the fly.
Yeah,
okay, now you have to quarantine for 2 weeks.
Whatever the CDC told you, you execute. Yeah.
You're okay, if you were in certain areas, 2 weeks. If you were in certain other areas, then you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
If you were whatever, okay, so around a certain number of people, you have to quarantine. What the fuck? I think that's one of the things that contributed to the heightened fear was the uncertainty and
how bad is this?
You don't know anything.
Because there was
how severe
some group that was oh, it's just a flu, a bad flu.
Yeah.
But if you think of the deadliest diseases or
it is the
pandemics,
flu and
the Spanish flu is the deadliest thing that ever happened. It's not as scary as the Black Plague and all that, but it was the deadliest.
Because it's not as gory or as glorified,
but it'll take care of you real quick still.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly.
That shit was crazy because when that shit happened, it's how you guys said, nobody knew what to do. So it kind of, but once chaos kind of started coming around, it kind of was just one of those damn, you're pretty much counting your days at this point.
Yeah.
Because it's nobody knows what to do, other than what you're watching on the news.
Yeah.
So it's you have to kind of go based off of what the news is telling you to do.
It was really just a free for all. It was
because then how much do you trust the experts?
Yeah.
Yeah, every
obviously we know you take things with a grain of salt. Yeah. So hey, what are you gonna?
And then every couple of months, brother, they were changing it up.
That's what I mean. The whole uncertainty and unknown knowledge of it.
People were doing it different ways. For us, I think the U.S. took it pretty seriously. Got the vaccine now. We were leading that effort. But then some Norwegian countries, they say screw it, let it pass through all of us. We'll build the antibodies,
the immunity,
and whoever doesn't make it, they don't make it. So it's a completely different mentality.
That was fucking hardcore.
Yeah, but they were able to live their lives all those years.
Yeah.
To this day.
That was crazy though. I did like that.
It's
just science wise, yeah. Seeing the different takes from different countries, completely shutting down to... And I feel it was regional. The European countries kind of did their own things. The North American countries, or Americas, did their own thing. And the Asian countries did their own thing.
But it almost, in my opinion, seemed like they were just fighting the inevitable. Inevitably, everyone was going to get it, or some form of it.
Yeah.
where the Norwegians just said, "Bring it on. We'll build the antibodies, and then we're good."
And then fuck it.
And then we were like, "Oh no, let's try to prevent the spread," and now we're stuck for a year, 2 years, 3 years.
Well, and it just kept dragging out. It was 6 months.
It fucking dragged
It was
out
1 year. It was a year and a half. It was 2 years. Fuck it, close everything down.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Remember those like 2 weeks where like everything was shut down, all restaurants, everything.
Oh, yeah.
We had I used to drink more than I do today, so my crew had to go to like different cities, to bars that were open. But they weren't like publicly open because there was
of course,
the whole state was shut down. So we couldn't park in their parking lot. We had to park around the corner, walk through the back door, and then it's just like me, like a couple Mexican guys, and like 30 white fools, just like regular bar vibe there.
Like it's just a lot of people just took it like how you said, like everybody had their own opinion on it. Some people probably thought like it's just a flu.
Yeah.
It was like worst case scenario. I get it. Other people were more paranoid than anything else.
Yeah.
So I mean, shit. Like how I see it, it was one of those things where like, at one point I was just like, I'm going to work every fucking day. I didn't have the option.
Yeah, same.
So I was just like, I mean, I was so convinced. I was like, if I'm gonna get it, it's gonna be from work. But then I was just like, fuck, do I want to die for this shit too?
I mean, for us, obviously, we were essential.
Like, I had my little card.
Yeah.
I had my little.
I mean, we were
an essential worker.
We were essential. I worked
for
the
bullshit too.
I work in the food industry. Like we had to go to work, but I tried to just be as careful without being as neglected. Yeah, you fucking falling behind over there. But at the time, it sucked because knowing the people that I was around, I knew were vulnerable to this shit.
Yeah.
So as much as I was like, I don't care what happens to me. Like I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But I'm like, damn, I gotta look out for my sister and at the time like the suegro and shit. And I'm like, fuck.
It's all.
I had to like toe that line of how far can I push it as far as trying to live as normal as possible, and how far should I have to be extremely cautious to where like the N95 mask and fucking all this shit.
No, I 100% agree. Like even the people that went off like the deep end in terms of like taking care of themselves, maybe they had somebody elderly at home that like, that their chances weren't as good as me that lived alone. So I only had to watch out for myself.
Yeah,
so,
and that's why I never tripped on like the extremities of of what people went to because you don't know the situation.
They could have an elderly parent at home and like take care of yourself so you could take care of them.
That's why I was like, obviously, we didn't know shit. We didn't know the information. We didn't have the true risks or long-term effects and all that stuff. So I was like, hey, fuck it. If that's what's gonna make you comfortable, fuck it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
That was a crazy time, man. I think it's time to refill. On that note, let's refill and we'll be. All right, guys. We gotta give you the disclaimer. Please do not drink and drive. Please drink responsibly. As always, this podcast is brought to you by Best on Instagram at @best_LA. Again, please drink responsibly. Please do not drink and drive. Have a good one, guys. All right, we're back. Refilled. And let's get it.
How's it taste?
Like I said, it's not smooth. It has
the mix that I made.
He loaded that shit up for sure.
No, I know he did. Dude,
it's like a 3-second count.
Mississippi's.
It was a 3-second count with 6 Mississippis. What the fuck, Sam? Nah, it's good. It's good. No. It's just I don't like the tequila. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like it.
Like Coralejo?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it.
You chose it.
I know I chose it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. Just my personal
I just saw it and I thought.
Like I'm
coming
definitely
back,
like
so-
above Cuervo, but it's not really above it.
Oh yeah, it's above Cuervo, but that's like I said, that's where it
It's
started.
kind of like it just barely made it above Cuervo.
Nah, Cuervo was fuck, man.
Cuervo was
but-
rough, dude.
But it
Cuervo
was
was
second,
pretty rough.
second to last.
Cuervo
yeah.
was rough, but look how I got sent.
You know what though?
What?
I think Cuervo was rough, but it was better in a mixed drink than Corralejo is.
That is true.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's better in a mixed drink than
Yeah.
Corralejo is. I don't think Corralejo mixes well.
Yeah,
I
agree with
feel like
that.
the taste is a little strong.
And then the shot was just, there's better out there too.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
the
it.
shot wasn't great, but obviously way better out there.
Definitely.
You know what's funny is I was gonna get Cazadores too, and then I saw it. I was like, do I really want to get Cazadores? I was like, nah, we're not gonna do that shit today.
I mean, I feel like maybe the next one I can go to Total Winery and I just get like a random ass one.
Yeah.
Like a non-famous one?
Non-famous one, because like, I mean, all of these are kind of well known.
Yeah.
You know what I've
In our
heard of-
community.
Yeah, I've heard there's like a popular one that I've kind of seen around that's supposed to be like a legit tequila that's not like popularized or anything like that, called Fortaleza.
That's all over IG. Like,
Yeah.
Everyone's trying to promote
Fortaleza.
it. Yeah.
Don't know. We got 2 viewers now. Our Twitch has low-key been kind of slow today. Not mad at it. I know we've been gone for a couple weeks. It's hard when you're not consistent. That's my fault. But hop on that Twitch. Whoever's on there, we got 2 viewers. Fucking
God bless.
talk to us, bro. Talk to us. How you guys been though? It's been what 3 weeks now.
3
so
weeks.
we talked about you going out to Houston.
Yeah.
So how's the rest of
I
life been?
just been working, man. I've been fucking getting slammed. Oh, because I
Got
had
a nice hat there, though.
and I went to Universal.
Hey.
I want to go check out the Super Mario thing. And then
Hey, is that shit like? Did you get on the ride?
Yeah.
Is that shit's fat people approved?
Nice.
Yeah, I mean,
look,
you
man,
gotta
look.
low key, man, low key.
You gotta know. Look, my landlord from San Francisco's coming down with the family, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna go to Disneyland." I was like, "Oh, fuck, I might be down for a little California adventure, And I swear to you, the first thing I did was hop on the website. Yo, is this shit fucking fat people friendly, dog? I had to check.
That ride, I mean, I was able to get on it. I mean, I got like maybe 2 clicks in.
Okay.
I was kind of scared.
Is it one of like the lap bar things?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
So I got 2 clicks in. I was just like, all right, fuck it, I'm clicked in. I was like, all I needed to hear was just one. But I mean, in my head, I was just like, I probably should have done the treadmill or the Stairmaster before I could
Right
eat.
before.
So I was just like, it was cool. It was we went there. We got there kind of late. We pretty much just got on that ride itself because it was like so fucking popular. We just pretty much just went down there for that.
Yeah.
We were just waiting, and then like, cause we were trying to get in, and then it wouldn't let us like go into the actual theme park itself, that attraction or whatever.
Mhm.
And then so then like some guy opened up the gate. He was like, "What are you waiting for?" And then everybody just started fucking bawling in and
What
shit.
the fuck?
You're just like throwing elbows.
I was in my head. I just wanted to experience it. So we walked in. I'm like looking around. I was like, "Oh, it's pretty cool," Like they fucking.
Did you get the bracelet thing?
I did not. Natalie was
Bro.
kind of pissed off because she forgot hers.
Mm.
And then so because like the whole thing you.
Yeah, you get like
Coin.
points and all this shit.
What do you do with that? Like,
I heard that it's transferable to the game. I've also heard like certain points like unlock certain things like Bowser's Castle or some shit. I don't know.
I'm just kind of waiting. Maybe like later on they're gonna come out with the Bowser one.
Mm-hmm.
The
bracelet?
watch.
Yeah.
Because like they don't have a Bowser one, or like the little ghost one. So I was like, I figured maybe later down the road they're probably gonna come out with one. So I was like, fuck, I'm gonna just wait. So when we got there, we were just waiting in the line. The ride, it was like an hour and a half for the ride.
I guess it's not terrible considering it's a theme park.
So then once we got off the ride, it's like right next to Jurassic Park. So I was just like, the first thing we did, we went to go get the drinks.
Okay.
I got like another mug.
Nice.
It's in Natalie's car. Apparently.
what drink is it? Like, is it alcohol?
It's alcohol because they sell the alcohol there, but like
Yeah.
they have like these like special mugs or whatever.
Okay.
So I got like a little tiki one.
Oh, nice.
Hey, you know what, bro? right now that you say it, and I've been thinking about it, because my coworker told me that her husband collects these fucking cups too. I don't know if it's just a fucking guy thing that we do this shit. If there's a souvenir cup, I want it.
Same.
No, I do shot glasses.
Same shit.
Souvenir shot glasses. Yeah.
Same shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think it's a guy thing where we're just like.
Yeah, I have like a whole little furniture
I mean,
thing.
I don't know where they're at, but I mean, I know I have them.
Yeah, like I go to different ballparks and I'm like, I need a cup, and I see it and I'm like, I want the cup.
No, when funny shit was that like when the guy was making our drinks or whatever, because it was me, Nelly, and Maribel.
Mm-hmm.
So when the guy was making the drinks, I seen him with this hat. So I was
like, I want the hat.
I told him, I was like, hey, where can I get the hat? Because I was thinking maybe it was just like an employee thing. I was like, oh, no, you can go in the store. I looked around, I saw it. I was like, Natalie was like, are you sure you want it? And I was like, you know what's going to start getting hot? I'm going to have an excuse to wear it. So I was like, fuck it.
How much?
I think it was like $25.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
So I was just like, fucking, I'm wearing it right now. I was like, fuck it. And then I was like, I told myself this year, I told her, I was like, I want to go hiking.
Okay.
I'm down with that. Like, I hike.
Do you?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but like, I want to do like.
Never invited me.
You want to go? You down for
Fuck
it?
no, dude, I'm fat.
I mean, that's how eventually you'll get good at it. Because
Nobody ever said I wasn't good at it.
No, but I want to go to. I seen one. I think it's in Yosemite or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's hardcore.
Like, I don't know how it is. I don't know if it's in Yosemite or whatever. But like, I seen one where like, I guess it's like a little cave, not like a cave, but it's like there's like a little river, just like and, like everybody's just walking through that shit. I don't know.
It probably sounds like Arizona though.
Somewhere around
Yosemite
there.
has that shit.
Yosemite has it too.
It's like I
As
want
well
to
as the Grand Canyon, yeah.
Yeah, the Grand Canyon has it for sure. I used to go to Yosemite a lot when I was younger. My parents were, we used to live with, the mom was white, the dad was Mexican.
Okay.
They're co-workers of my parents, but we used to live with them. So we used to go do a bunch of like white people shit because she would take us out to do white people shit. One of them was going to Yosemite every fucking year, so we got used to going to Yosemite every fucking year. Dude, that shit is dope as fuck. I love that shit.
Yeah, because like I was just like, I told myself this year, maybe if I don't go to Mexico, like during the summer, I want to be able to like, you know, like maybe like get Friday off or whatever and just go like do some shit like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I remember we were talking about camping.
Yeah,
not
yeah.
too long ago. Because I have like camping gear.
Oh, you do?
Like I already own everything, so it would be kind of easy for me. But in terms of like hiking, like I hit Griffith Park the most, just because it's like just right there above the 110. But if you want something like really really nice, there's one in Pacific Palisades.
Oh hell yeah, that was dope. It's an easy trail too.
I mean, it's a long one, but yeah, it's not.
But
like
it's easy.
Steep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where you, I went one time where like you just went up it, and then on the way, it's like you go up in between two mountains, right? A canyon.
Yeah.
And then you go up the mountain on the left. So when you're walking back, it's just like, it's like you on top of the mountain, the clouds, and then in the distance the ocean.
The ocean.
And you're above.
I want
Trump
to do shit like that. I want to do
Oh,
shit
dude,
like that.
like.
That was
like-
dope. That was
It's like
dope.
I was like, I'm like legit down to go do something like that.
No, like in terms of like just beauty and
Yeah,
nature,
yeah.
you can't beat that shit.
Highly recommend that.
It's like one of those things where you kind of wake up early in the morning and kind of like get out there, so that way you can kind of get on top of like, so that way you get like you get to admire that beauty. You get me?
Yeah. No, it's a different feel.
Also, I won't burn it because I won't tell you guys exactly where it's at, but I have a sunset spot in Pacific Palisades. A1, bro. A1.
Yeah, that's what I want to do this year.
So you're
I
not
mean,
gonna tell us where it's
I'm not gonna tell you where it's at
at?
because it's like it's my spot, dude. It's my secret spot. I can't tell you guys. That's like legit my spot.
Holding up that.
Hell yeah,
I don't
dude.
know this side of you.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's
fucking COVID changed you, man.
that's fucking
COVID
big
changed
player
you.
fucking pimp and B right there, bro. That's.
I don't know. I just want to go out there. I just want to.
Yeah, no, there's some like Griffith. It's all right. Like you get a nice view of LA once you hit the observatory.
Yeah.
And then the way I go is like I park all the way by the Greek Theater, and then I go all the way around. So it's like a workout. So I enjoy the workout.
Damn, you go all the way. Fuck yeah, that's a long one.
I park at the Greek Theater, but I don't start going towards the observatory. I go the opposite way, and then do a big circle.
I'd rather do the drive and then kind of be one of those where it's kind of out of LA because I want to just do something out of LA.
Yeah, I like
Pacific Palisades. I think gives you that feel of like you're not in the city of LA, even though like it's technically LA, but it gives you a real like.
I think the Griffith one, it's convenient, and it's a great like exercise plus like you just in nature, out of the city kind of vibe. But yeah, that one's like
that one's like it gives you a feel like you're somewhere else.
Yeah, that's kind of like what I'm aiming for. Like I just want to do some shit like that where it's like I'm out of the city because it's like if I don't go to Mexico because of how Mexico is right now, so it's like I'd rather just do some shit like that.
Yeah.
So I'd rather just kind of like like hey, I'm not gonna come in this weekend. Leave fucking Friday night or some shit, like go somewhere and just be out for like 1 or 2 days and then just come back like on Sunday night.
Yeah,
I had camping. Well, you guys know we worked at the park. One of the referees used to do a lot of like camping trips and like he liked to go to national forests and shit like that. National parks, sorry. One of the last ones that he showed me before I left the park was Zion.
Oh, that one's a good one too.
That's
Zion,
Utah.
Dude, that should look fucking amazing, bro. I have a thing, and it's partially conspiracy theorist based.
Okay.
Like with national parks, like I don't fuck with them, but hey, Zion look fucking dope as shit.
I seen like one of my buddies went out there like when he jumped into the river or lake or whatever. Like the water is so fucking
clear as fuck. Yeah.
I was like, because I think I had told Maribel, because she's kind of like, if I can get Maribel to be down, like, by default.
Yeah.
By default, she has to go.
Also, for those that don't know, Maribel is his girlfriend's sister.
So, like, by default, like, if I, like, and she said she was with it too, so I was just thinking in my head, like, if we could do something where, like, we could leave Friday, find, like, a cabin or something to rent, because, like, they're fucking high maintenance bougies, they won't do a tent. So I'm like,
you gotta do a tent though.
They won't.
At least like
you gotta do it.
I don't have no problem doing a tent, but I know they won't.
But you could do one where like so you have your tent, you put your air mattress, but there are actual restrooms available. Real clean restrooms.
Yeah.
So you get the
it's a camping ground.
Yeah, you get a tent vibe, like that's where you sleep.
But it's not full blown like country.
You have like
shit.
toilets, showers, like it's legit. Yeah. You have a little convenience store that you could buy stuff at.
Hey man, we might talk about this after the podcast when she comes out, so that way it might convince her in a sense. Hey, we should just do one off of the rip like that.
Loki, we should go to like we should do like Joshua Tree or some shit.
Joshua Tree, Sequoia. I mean, it's not a bad drive.
Do a little record, just drink a little tequila bottle up there and send it.
Nah. See, once you're out there, you can't do tequila. That's more of like a whiskey bourbon type of vibe.
But we can't do that.
Do anything.
We have to do tequila.
I have like 2 rules in like my life. You don't drink before noon.
Yo, fuck that rule.
Unless you're at an airport. Or you're camping.
Or Vegas.
Okay. Or Vegas.
Nah, not even Vegas. Airport or camping.
What?
No. You're barely recovering from the night before.
7 a.m. I'm ripping shots.
I literally woke up to a beer when we went to Vegas, like Natalie's whole family adventure shit. I woke up to a beer and then we went to go get menudo. Well,
I've passed out at Vegas with like a giant fucking fat Tuesday. Woken up to just chug that shit, go take a shower. All right, let's go. Let's get the day started.
It's like one of those things
motherfucker.
When you go to Vegas, it's like you already know
bro.
You're already fucked up. Like you're already fucked up the day before. Just keep going.
It's 24/7 drink.
Nah.
That's how I do Vegas.
Nah, that's
like I'm having fucking alcohol at breakfast.
I mean, I've done the mimosa thing, like but that's a rare occasion for me though.
I got flamed for that like a couple days ago.
For what? For mimosas?
Yeah.
Who?
For
my coworkers were like, because they were hearing the podcast, they were like,
no,
you haven't had a mimosa, and I was like, I haven't.
You've never had a mimosa?
Yeah.
I thought they were talking shit about mimosas.
Oh no.
Oh, that's on you, dog. Oh, we went through this.
Yeah.
We have to go to Schooner Leaders.
Oh yeah.
We have to go to Schooner Leaders. You're off tomorrow.
Yes.
You're off tomorrow.
Wait. I have to do one job. It's in Duarte though.
You do this every time.
Bro, why? You playing with us?
I have to go. I just gotta go do that job.
Oh, fucking
When are you gonna be back?
Huh? I have no idea.
See, there you go.
I mean, it's in
No.
the morning. It's in the morning.
Just say you don't want to kick it with
Just
us
say you
tomorrow.
don't want to do it,
Bro,
Just say
who's the one that went to Texas? Who's the one that got COVID? Not me.
I didn't get COVID.
You got super COVID. Though.
I was the one. And I was the one pushing. Like, hey, I was like, hey, let's just go. Let's just do it. And then like, Brian.
You know damn well I couldn't bring that shit here.
Brian got COVID now.
I got too much respect for you, girl.
No. If you were able to go to work, you were able to podcast.
No, I got too much respect for his girl, bro.
Yeah, she wouldn't forgive him. She got weak immune system. She wouldn't forgive Brian if she got sick. And then like she'll be like, this shit's done. Y'all ain't having this shit here.
Yeah, see, I got way too much respect for her.
See, good to know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, she gets sick easily. I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's why I said no.
This was my bed for 2 weeks.
Because you were sick?
No, she got COVID.
Oh shit.
When she had gotten COVID, she was like, this was my bed for 2 weeks.
That shit is serious.
I was so convinced that she had kicked it after a week, and she was just fucking prolonging this shit. Because I mean,
just enjoy having the bed off.
Yeah, because
no quemaca.
No quemaca.
It was like me catering to her, like, so I was bringing everything.
Yeah.
So I was just like, she fucking lying.
My boy the Mexican for real.
How you stop is? Hey man, hey, I bought the bucket hat, bro. I'm gonna use it. It's like one way or another.
That's right. Damn, bro, you really playing with this. I was excited for sooner or later. I can't on Sunday, but...
Why? Religious?
No, my landlord's from San Francisco coming over.
Oh,
so.
okay.
You're gonna go to Disneyland?
I want to. They just told me. I called them because your fucking bitch ass wasn't answering when I got here. I was waiting outside the gate like a dumbass. They're going Tuesday, Wednesday, so I kind of want to go, but
to Disneyland?
Yeah.
I mean,
well, I told them I'd go to California Adventure because I was like, if I go, I'm gonna get fucked up. Like if I see Mickey, I'm gonna fucking like grab his ears and shit. But I'd go to California Adventures to get fucked up.
Hey,
that's the only
better
place.
Fucking relax with Mickey. Fuck that.
That fucking Stone Cold Stunner, that bitch.
That's the only place where they sell the alcohol, huh? Not actually.
Nah, I think they sell it at Disneyland now too. But I was like, California Adventure seems a little more my vibe. And fuck them damn kids.
I don't like theme parks, so.
You don't?
I've never been to Universal.
No.
Other than going for Horror Nights.
Okay, I've been. The last time I went to Universal, I was in like middle school, so I haven't been in a long ass time. But I remember being fucking dope.
Yeah, I've been to Horror Nights like maybe 10 years ago. And last time I went to Disney was for grad night when I was a senior in high school.
Nice. We probably had the same fucking grad night and shit.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's kind of cool because, I mean, I always like going to theme parks when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Universal is one of those where, like, you do the little Star Tour thing or whatever.
That's the best ride, though. The fucking, like, the tour. They take you through they take you on a little tram thing, and they show you, like, the different movie sets.
Okay.
And, like, you kind of, like,
I was really,
Jaws and all that shit.
I was, like, really heartbroken once they got rid of the E.T. ride and the Back to the Future one.
The E.T. and Back to the Future, the year that they took them off, right before that, I went. So I got to ride them right before they went off.
No shit.
I didn't know it was that big a deal. I didn't know they were like OG, like hardcore fucking rides and shit that people loved. I had no fucking clue, but I went, I got to ride them, and then they took them off.
Yeah, I was like, those rides were like kind of one of those where like, you go to a theme park, you get on the Star Tours one, you get on the Jurassic Park one, you get on the E.T. one, you get on the Back to the Future one.
Yeah.
You get to watch the shows or whatever. You pretty much can enjoy the whole day.
Yeah.
Now it's like it's a whole different thing. Like they got the Hogwarts, the Super Nintendo stuff, and the Jurassic Parks. So and then they have the Simpsons and a bunch of.
I forgot about the Simpsons.
So now I wanted to go to Universal straight up. Like I have wanted to go because, obviously I fucking love the Simpsons. I love Harry Potter, all that shit.
You love Harry Potter?
Yeah, dude. I was in like 3rd grade reading Harry Potter books.
I I was fucking annoyed when we were waiting in line at that fucking the Super Nintendo shit.
Yeah.
There was this kid kept on dropping the wand. Fucking annoying ass kid.
I would have beat the shit out of him.
I was like in my head, I was like, you drop that shit one more time, bro, I'm gonna just snap that shit.
What's wrong with him dropping his wand?
That's disrespectful, bro.
It's just,
That's your wand.
It was annoying for one. Like
it was a noisy ass wand? Or
no,
bro,
the kid was
you
just
drop
the kid was
your
just
wand
being
like that,
annoying.
Yeah.
That's a rule, bro. That's
Have you
your
had
weapon.
Have you had the butter beer?
I haven't.
So I want to go. I like I said, I grew up on Harry Potter. I love that shit. I love the movies. I love the books.
Stuff.
I'm a little bit of a nerd in that sense.
You still got to good idea.
But that shit just in general, like it looks dope as fuck in the wintertime. Like for Christmas, sorry.
Yeah.
They have like the snow and all that shit. It looks really dope, and I've always wanted to go, but I haven't gone. I don't know why. I haven't fucking gone. And then obviously The Simpsons. That shit's like.
I mean,
that's a classic. Like that's our era. We grew up on that shit.
That is
Hardcore.
That was like the new one's the Mario. Then it was the Harry Potter. Then it was previous to that was Simpsons.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
But I just haven't gotten a chance to go. I do want to go back though. Why don't you like theme parks though?
I don't like roller coasters. Like I don't like the.
You don't like the feel of it?
Yeah.
You
Like
know,
how
it's
it makes
funny,
your
I
stomach
didn't.
feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It's funny. I used to not like them,
Mm-hmm.
and then I went to Six Flags with a bunch of friends in high school. I think we had just graduated or something. But
Okay.
my homie's like, man, you're gonna ride with me. I was like, all right, fuck it. Every fucking ride we were in the front cart. I was like, fuck you, dog. What the hell are you taking me on? And I remember that I think it was like X2 or some shit. And they pull you backwards.
Shit.
And I was like, you strap in, right? And then they lift you up like this so you're kind of looking at the floor. And then the ride starts and you fucking pull back. I was like, that was the time where I was like, you motherfucker.
You didn't do one of those like fucking painting things?
No. No, I'm good with them.
I feel like that would happen to you if you're actually getting one at this point.
Probably. At this point in my life, like.
It'd be that video where they're like, ah!
If you're not used to it by now, it's like you're not gonna get used to it anymore.
I fucking love roller coasters. I'm just too fat to get on them.
Yeah, that too.
That's my fucking dilemma. It's like I'm not. That's why I was like. That's why I was like. I told you it was like I got on the fucking Stairmaster.
I asked you, dog. I'm telling you, it has to be fat people approved. I checked Disneyland, bro. That shit, they call you pool sized.
When we went to
What the fuck?
Our pool sized guest, like
What the
Winnie the
fuck?
Pooh.
Oh
Winnie the
my
Pooh
God.
sized guest. I kid you not. I swear to you. Look up the fucking.
That's fucking hilarious.
Look on the internet. It says our pool sized guests are welcome to come through. If it's a belt and it doesn't fit, we got adapters. If it's the clicking shit or like a lap bar, as long as it clicks, you're solid. And it's supposed to fit.
when we went to Knott's for like the whole horror or whatever, the rides were still open or whatever. So we went to Ghost Rider, and then like we were waiting in line or whatever because now the Maribel were gonna get on.
Okay.
And then I seen the people in front of me, tall as kind of big people. So then when I saw that they were up ahead of me by a little bit, so when I had seen that they were gonna get on and they didn't fit, I was like, "Fuck that, I'm out."
Yeah.
I was like when I saw them like that shit wasn't working for them. In my head, I was like, "All right, this ain't gonna be it for me, champ." I was like, so I pretty much just jumped over and I was like, "Oh, I'm just here just to watch." I was like, Natalie was like, "It's just your knees." I was like, "It's not my knees, it's my stomach."
I wish it was the knees. I could fix those.
I was like, I'll fucking find a way to extend the knees out. I was like, nah. I was like, when I saw them struggling, they were like, "Oh, it's not gonna work out." I was like, I'm gonna save myself the embarrassment.
Yeah. At least they're fucking tall. I'm just fat.
No, they were tall, but they were big too.
Oh, they were big too. Oh,
so that's why I was like in my head, because I was like, when I seen that they were kind of tall and big, I was like, they kind of have a little bit of the same body frame.
Yeah.
So when I saw them and that shit didn't work out, I was like, I'm fucking jumped over. I was like, I'll wait for you guys.
I'm telling you, bro, that's just a big deal for fat people. I gotta know that I'm gonna be able to fit before I get embarrassed like that.
Yeah, that's why I was just like, I'm not down with that shit. That's what I was like. That's why.
What the fuck? Where y'all at?
Right here.
Hold on.
Come on, we need to get the shit. Oh, you don't fuck with Harry Potter, huh?
I do.
Oh, you do? Oh,
It's not like I wouldn't say I'm a fan. I watched every movie though.
You wouldn't say you're a fan though?
Like if I say I'm a fan of something, it's Lord of the Rings.
That's a good series too.
So I was reading The Hobbit in 5th grade. It was a good book. I like Lord of the Rings. I do fuck with it, but I'm a Harry Potter person.
The one thing that I'm not a fan of is Star Wars.
What?
Okay. I think the action's too slow for me.
It is. I'm not.
Yeah.
I had this conversation with my buddy at work because he was telling me, all right, the Masters, if you guys know golf, the Masters is on this weekend. Excuse me. I told him I can't watch it. I'll play the fuck out of golf. I'll play it. I like the sport. I can't watch it. And he's like, it's the same. Huh?
You think it's a sport?
Yeah, of course it's a sport.
Oh.
And
people are getting paid millions in that shit, bro. What do you mean?
Like a pastime, though.
No, it's a sport. Trust me, bro. It's a sport. I've come to appreciate it as a sport. I was with you. A couple years ago, I would have said, golf? It's a sport. But not the point. I was telling him I can't watch this shit. He's like, well, it's the same thing like with baseball. I can't watch that shit. That's just boring as fuck. I understand that. Like, I understand why people don't like baseball because it's slow and whatnot. And I told him, like, that's the same thing. It's slow for me with golf. It's too fucking slow. I'll play the shit out of it. I can't watch it.
Yeah.
Same thing. I understand why people think that Star Wars is slow as shit.
Yeah.
And can't watch it because, honestly, it is. It's a little slow.
The action's just not. Yeah.
But I think the storyline and like how it was set up, the whole theme of it, that's just pretty dope. Like I fuck with Star Wars. Okay. I fuck with Lord of the Rings. I do fuck with Lord of the Rings. I just think like of all the little I want to say like fiction type shit.
Yeah.
Harry Potter's my favorite.
Okay.
I don't know. I grew up with Star Wars. I mean, I saw all the Harry Potter movies, saw all the Lord of the Rings, but like, I mean, once you kind of invest in Star Wars, you start from how they went and how they follow the storyline.
Yeah.
And like how everything happened, and it's like I'm like if you fully invest in it, and then if you watch like the little sequels or whatever, it's like everything ties together, and then it's like. The whole shit that happened with like Anakin and like how he turned into the evil person, how he killed everybody.
Yeah, I think the drama with Star Wars is like what attracts people.
Yeah.
Like the way the drama develops and then the way the storyline is carried, like from this chapter to this chapter, and oh no, wait, you have to go this way to this way. Like the storytelling, or I guess like the timeline of it with the drama is what attracts people to Star Wars, and that's just dope. Like
I watched this
really
shit.
is.
I watched the shit out of Star Wars. Now it's like Star Trek.
I've never seen Star Trek.
I was like, that's just trash.
That's the one I've never seen. I've never seen Star Trek or Doctor Who.
I pretty much got her, convinced her to start watching Star Wars, so we started watching it. I was like, I don't know how the fuck you got into that one.
Yeah.
That's just fucking horrible.
I've never watched it.
I saw a couple of that shit, but I was like, that's just like, for me, it was corny as fuck.
Yeah.
So I was like, nah, this ain't it.
Like I said, I just grew up in the Harry Potter era. Like,
at the end of the day,
I do have a respect for the Lord of the Rings because you're right. The action in Lord of the Rings is better than in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
But I think character development and like just the universe of Harry Potter is better for me than...
You fuck with that new one, the Fantastic Beasts?
You know what? I've seen it, but I've never actually watched it.
Okay.
I've seen it and it's been in the background. I just haven't been...
I'll tell you this much. Star Wars and the whole intergalactic warship versus Harry Potter and...
Hell nah! Don't do that! Don't do that, bro! I'll fucking Leviosa your bitch ass.
Bro, then fucking Darth Vader gonna put a chokehold on Harry Potter. That's gonna be a wrap.
Nah. Negative, Chief.
Lord of the Rings don't even got a chance at this point.
We're gonna stop it right here and refill because Edgar's on some shit. Edgar's on some fucking shit today. We're gonna stop it right here. Hell nah. Alright, guys, we're back. Final cup. The bottle is finished. I left it over there like a fucking idiot. But
still recovering from the COVID.
It's foggy, you know. It wasn't COVID, but it's foggy.
Mega COVID.
Mega COVID. But yeah, Final Cup.
Overall, I grade this like a C. C minus.
The tequila?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say this episode because I was going to fuck you up.
No.
This episode is pretty good.
Star Wars is kicking everybody's ass. That's all I got to say.
What? Bro.
Wait, so have you seen like all the whole universe?
Bro.
No shit.
You know what? Star Wars wise, I haven't seen the new shit. I'll be completely honest with you. I've seen, I think, the new movie. The oldest, newest movie. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The oldest, newest movie I saw
That
with Kylo Ren or whatever the fuck.
Oh, yeah.
That was a fucking mamon ass fool, dog. And then I didn't see the rest of it.
But like one of the movies I was somewhat excited to see was the one with that old one where the guy has like the fucking horns and he's black and red and he has that lightsaber that's like on
Darth
his
Maul?
hands.
Darth
Yeah,
Maul?
that one. I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch this one like fuck people up. Like his fight scene was like 60 seconds.
Yeah.
I was just like, a 3-hour movie for fucking 60 seconds of action. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. Dang, he said you don't even watch Star Wars like that. That Apple reads the fucking introduction that comes out for like the first 20 seconds and says he watches Star Wars.
Take your shirt off.
No, I can't do that for
Legal reasons.
legal reasons.
For legal reasons, we will not be taking any clothes off.
No, at least not right now. Let me keep doing the Stairmaster for a couple more months.
Darth Maul, yeah, that's what I said. Darth Maul, yeah. I got you, bro. Hey, I got you. Don't trip. Like I said, I'm well versed in this Star Wars shit.
Nah, like I know the main characters, but like you quiz me, I'll fucking fail that.
Yeah, like I said, I'm into
I've watched
Star Wars shit.
I've watched like all the Harry Potters. I've watched all the Lord of the Rings. I've watched all the Star Wars. They're all good movies.
Yeah.
Like the last like Harry Potter one, I was just like, oh shit! Like I was like, fuck, I'm fucking choking up.
I'm telling you, I want eventually. I don't like it because it's burned out, but I want the Deathly Hallows tattoo on me somewhere. Like I fuck with Harry Potter that much.
What's the Deathly Hallows tattoo?
I'm sure you've seen it. It's a triangle.
Okay.
With a circle and like a line middle.
Okay.
I'm sure you've seen it.
Maybe.
It's pretty burned out.
Say less. I've been needing a raise, even though I got one, but whatever. I literally just got one like a couple days ago.
This motherfucker.
My boss came up to me. He was like, because we had vehicle inspections at work. So my main boss showed up. He was like, he walked up. I was like, hey, I'm gonna give you that $1. He just walked away.
Harry Potter, fuck you. Harry Potter mid? You've never seen it. How you gonna call Harry Potter mid if you've never seen it? Come on, dog. You can't do that. You can't do that. I'm gonna just say Hermione Granger is the baddest bitch out of all of them motherfucking movies.
Yeah.
I'll sound
what is she doing nowadays? Is she still acting?
Still acting. I believe she's still acting, but I don't think she's done anything.
Granger's the baddies of all baddies?
The baddest of the movies that we've seen. Like Star Wars or Lord of the Rings or...
That's a good fucking...
Star Wars might have one that can fight against, but like Hermione, bro... Especially in the later ones... Hey, after she fixed her hair?
I guess Brian hasn't seen that scene with Princess Leia in the little slave outfit. I never seen Hermione in a little outfit.
Like I said, Star Wars might have one that could compete, but Hermione, dog. I don't know. She a baddie. Hermione a baddie.
Hey man, I'm not gonna lie. I might just watch that shit tomorrow.
What? Harry Potter?
Yeah. Well, that or I might just finish Game of Thrones like how
Game of Thrones trash, bro. Hell nah.
Nah, that's a good fucking show.
You know what? I took a long ass time to watch Game of Thrones. I didn't watch it when it came out. I was just telling Edgar this shit. So.
Woo! Lord of the Rings is trash.
This is just trying to pick a fight.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, you picking fights.
He had a bad day, bro. He got in a car accident.
Hey, look, I understand your truck got hit. You got rear-ended. A pause. That's on you, though. It is our last cup. We are getting close to. Actually, we are past an hour already on this shit.
Yep.
So, I do have a little bit of a tequila talk.
Oh shit! Here we go.
But I want to cheers you guys first.
Cheers! 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 He wants to cheers. Cheers.
We're back.
Yes,
I
sir.
do have a little tequila talk for you guys. Now, you guys know I got a little thing called the Podcast About Nothing.
Yep.
Yep.
On the Podcast About Nothing, there's an episode called April 3rd, XOXO, where I talk about a certain situation that happened where my cousin passed away April 3rd. 7 years ago now. My ex's father passed away April 3rd as well. 3 years ago now.
Okay.
April 3rd was this Monday.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys didn't own a fucking calendar.
Alright.
April 3rd was this Monday. It's a weird day for me now. It's an emotional day. It's something that carries a lot of shit with it. It's a heavy day. But with that being said, I want to let you guys know that for the past couple weeks, I felt really fucking good.
Okay.
I've felt so unbothered by shit. I've felt so content with where I'm at. I've felt so happy with who I am, what I'm doing, and where I am.
Okay.
And that's my tequila talk to you guys. Is although I have a day that is very fucking heavy, very sentimental to me, you can get past it, you can feel good, and even though it's still is significant to you, I feel fucking good, bro.
I mean,
I feel like I'm in a really good place.
It's good.
I mean, I feel like it just goes to show, like, even like on that day specifically, like prior to that or even after that, because like where we're at now is like as bad of a day that is, it's like you're not letting it affect you as much.
And I don't think it's that. I've had a really, like, I don't want to say difficult time, but I've had like a lot of time to think about this shit. And it's like I let it affect me.
Yeah, of course.
I let it affect me so that I can feel this shit. And I think I'm finally starting to put it in a place where I can feel at peace with this shit.
I mean, it's a really heavy day for you, you know? It's one of those things where, like, certain days where people go through shit, like,
yeah,
it's like, it's one of those things where you don't want to relive that day. It's like that day, you wish that day wasn't on the calendar.
yeah.
It's like, but I mean, if you're able to cope with it and kind of overcome it, or not even overcome it, but like, be able to accept the flaws of what happened that day and be able to, like, you know what, I was already able to accept it, kind of overcame it. It's like, it's not bothering me as much as it was before. You learn from the fucking pain that it brought you. I mean, that's a big ups.
And it's funny because there's a lot of weird shit that happens or that's like tied into that shit. So if you go listen to that episode on the Podcast About Nothing, if you go listen to it, you'll hear all the like little nuances of what happens with that day and kind of like why it's kind of trippy for me personally.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I'll touch on it a little bit, but my number growing up playing baseball is number 4, so
Yep.
that's always kind of been my number.
Okay.
April's the 4th month. 4/4 is the day after 4/3, obviously. They passed away exactly 4 years apart. So there's a lot of
little things that
like little things that kind of don't make sense, kind of like coincidences type of shit that really kind of fucked with me for a long time. But essentially, the tequila talk is, don't ever take your loved ones for granted. Like, just take care of your people.
Yeah, of course.
Like, take care of your people. Like, you never know when it's gonna happen. So I'm glad that I realized, and I think it was that day, honestly, like Monday, where I went to the cemetery, where I really realized, like, I like where I'm at right now. Like, maybe it's not the best place or the place that I thought I would be, but I like where I'm at right now.
You're kind of appreciating life as it is.
Yeah.
So it's, and it's a lot of things that, like, a lot of people take for granted because of the situations they're in. It's like, we're in a situation where we're able to do all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of people can do that. Yeah. Not a lot of people have fucking shoes on their feet, clothes on their backs. It's like, a lot of people in this society take shit for granted. And I can honestly say that it's kind of, as you get older, you kind of appreciate the shit that your parents and your family did for you.
Yeah.
So it says a lot because it's like, you took that shit for granted when you were little. For some people, maybe. But then as you get older, it's like, you kind of get to acknowledge and you kind of get to be like, hey, you know what? Like, my family did a lot for me back then. And it's like, I maybe not to say you take it for granted, but it's like, you got to really appreciate it now, because now that you're older, because a lot of people don't have that fucking privilege.
To do that, yeah.
Because it's like, a lot of people around the world don't have the luxury to be able to afford to do stuff like this, for example.
And I think for the longest time I was really hard on myself, personally, because, like, I had a goal, I had a vision of where I was supposed to be at, how I wanted my life to go. Like, I had that vision of, this is where you're supposed to be. And obviously shit didn't turn out that way, Like, obviously I had left turns and shit went sideways and whatever. And, like, I've always been really hard on myself because I haven't been able to be in the position that I wanted, or that I saw myself being in previously. And I think now I'm finally being appreciative of where I'm at currently. And I'm like, dude, I'm still way better off than a ton of people, and I'm still doing a lot of shit that other people can't do. And I'm like I said, I'm just so appreciative and so humbled by where I'm at and what I'm doing and what my situation is currently.
You're growing as a person.
Yeah.
It's like, you're growing to being able to, growing as a person, as in the sense of, like, you're accomplishing way more things, and you learn from the fact that, like, not everything is gonna go as planned.
Yeah.
So, like, like, you both kind of graduated from college. We all worked at the same place. It didn't work out for me. I accepted it. I had a plan. Didn't work out. But I kind of told myself earlier in the years where I was like, there's always going to be setbacks for situations, but you always have to be able to kind of, like, find a way to overcome it. Yeah. Find a way to adapt.
Yeah.
So, like, in my case, it was like, I was able to be like, all right, this didn't work out for me. School wasn't for me.
Yeah.
After so long or whatever, like, I was pretty much following the routine of, like, after high school, going to college, trying to get a university, get a degree, get a job. But as the years progressed, I learned that it's not for everybody. So it's like now it's one of those things where it's like trying to master a craft, trying to find something that you're happy with that like is gonna help you. Not necessarily like make your life a better situation, but like in the sense is like
Trying to find your lane.
yeah. It's like with me in my case right now, like I just told him right now because Sam was in the restroom. It's like I'm kind of done.
Yeah.
It's like I'm kind of like I was telling him like because when you're in the restroom, I told him like yesterday I had like such a shitty day where I was just like I was gonna type in the group chat like I was about to text you like, hey bro, like are you hiring?
Yeah.
Because I was like, because it's like I feel like I'm already at the end point of where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
Because I feel like one, I'm not getting any younger.
Yeah.
So I have to kind of look out for my future self in the sense of like retirement benefits and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Two, I've been given offers and I told Danny, for example, I got an offer to become like a supervisor for the same like in the same field that I'm at right now.
Yeah.
At another station with another person. I turned it down because I told him like, look, honestly, I value our friendship more. Because I told him like, honestly, like, this isn't for me. It's like I'm doing this right now because it's like, it's giving me a good check, but it's like I don't see myself doing this.
For the long run.
For the long run. So I told him like, I value my friendship more than what I'm willing to get extra.
Yeah.
For me to be like, hey, you know what, like, for one day to be like, hey, I'm out.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I could do the job. I could do the extra work. I've learned, I've trained, I've been able to, like, learn from other people, like, what it takes to take the next step.
Yeah.
But it's like, I told everybody, like, there's no future here. So it's like, in my head, it's like, yesterday was, like, one of those days where I was just, like, I was done. I was just, like, I want to get out. Like, this is, like, as the days progress, I'm, like, kind of, like, I feel like it's pushing me out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's, like, but in the situation I'm in, I'm, like, I still need to find a place where I can find another job where it's, like, something that I'm going to enjoy, something where I'm going to grow.
Where you going to have a career.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. The job I do, I like it because it's, like, I'm outside. I get to see a lot of hood rat shit. But it's one of those things where it's a young man's sport.
Yeah.
It's like, for example, Daniel, the young kid, he could do this for a couple years, find something better.
Yeah. It's a stepping stone.
It's a stepping stone.
Okay.
It's something where it's like you go from flipping burgers, which what he did before, to having this type of job where he's making a little bit more money, has his car or whatever, making a good living. But in my case, it's a little bit more different.
Yeah.
Yes, I have my truck, have my apartment, but it's like I want to get. My goal is to get a house.
Yeah. There's bigger goals for you
Bigger
to
goals.
achieve that aren't possible through the means that you have currently.
Yeah. So like one of those like, as the day progresses and like as the days go on and like everything I go through, like I go through the roles, I take the bullshit every day, but it's like
You're going through the motions to eventually like move up,
yeah,
get out of there.
yeah, pretty much because it's like it's one of those things where like finding opportunity somewhere else. It's understandable because it's like this isn't like
It wasn't your end goal.
yeah, it's not my end goal, and it's like I don't blame for the fact that I didn't go to school.
Yeah.
Because obviously that probably would have taken me another route. But like in this case, it's like a couple of years ago I learned to adapt to situations.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where like where I'm at right now, like it's just learning crafts. It's just being able to fucking do this job, learn this craft, and then after that like applying myself to something else, learning the craft. I had told my boss previously, like, you show me how to do the job, I'll get it done.
Yeah.
It's like,
But
all I
that's
need,
just going through the motions.
it's like, you could have somebody that, on paper, they'll say that they're qualified to do this. You show me how to do it, and I'll get it done.
Yeah.
Because it's just the mindset that I have. That's why I was like, yesterday was just one of those days where I was just like, I was gonna text Sam. I was like, "Hey, bro, it's like,
what openings you got? 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm ready
I was
to
like-
go." Yeah, I feel it. I feel it. No, I think that's.
And I'm not discrediting anybody that's been in that game for like a really long time, because they got comfortable with their at. But
yeah,
with
it's
me,
just not you.
with me, it's different.
That's the thing. Like, I guess I don't want to say I'm in a similar situation, but I know kind of what you're talking about because I did go to school. I did finish. I did accounting, right? And now I'm like, do I really want to do accounting for the rest of my life? Like, do I want to be an accountant? And obviously, it's fucking hell nah. I don't want to do accounting, but it pays the bills, right? So it pays the bills right now, but what do I really want to do? And that's the thing where it's, for me personally, it's like I have this podcast about nothing. I have this podcast, Tequila Fridays. I have this platform where I'm like, I don't want to be doing corporate shit. I want to do my own shit. But I still need to pay the bills, so alright, I'm going to do accounting, as my 9 to 5, but I want to work on this shit. I want to work on doing something that's going to be able to allow me to be like, fuck this 9 to 5 bullshit. I'm going to work on this full time.
Okay.
So it's like, even though it's different, I feel like I have a very similar situation to you where I'm like, fuck this accounting bullshit. It's not going to be the rest of my life. And I think that's very different, like, from what you're doing. And, like, you've been, I guess, very quiet right now, but I think it's very different from what you're doing because you have your path, or you had your path, right? Like, you had your path of engineering, and now you've been able to take that and level up to the position that you're in now, which is, like, commemorable because, bro, you're fucking my age, you're 29, without us, saying our fucking ages out there, but you've been a fucking top of your shit for so long. Like, that shit's commemorable, whereas, like, Edgar and I don't have that. And I think it's a different pathway that you have, and I think it's great to be able to allow people to see that there's a pathway of moving up through what you thought you wanted to do, which is like yourself, engineering. I'm gonna fucking do engineering. I'm gonna graduate. I'm gonna get a good fucking job, which is, you started with internships.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm starting through internships. I'm gonna get a good fucking job after that. And like you mentioned earlier, actually in this podcast, you mentioned earlier that you were let go of the first one.
First job after college. Yeah.
Right? So, but you kept at it. You had this engineering degree. Fuck it, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. We've mentioned before, you had your fucking startup. You've done all this shit with the same lane that you've wanted to, or maybe not even wanted to, but had the opportunity to take. And then there's the opposite end of like this weird ass fucking unconstructed, like unformal way of going, whereas like me and Edgar go through, and we have a lane to be successful, but we also don't want to do this shit for the rest of our lives.
Yeah. So I mean, I could touch on a couple points. First one that's brought up in this tequila talk. In terms of, as I know you know, Brian, but my father is no longer here.
Yeah.
So in terms of like your first comment, in terms of you, there's several situations in my life where he's been gone for a while now, where I think like, oh, like it would have been amazing if he was around to like see me achieve this, or like see this part of my life or my siblings' life and stuff like that. But like immediately after, it got to the point where like that would bog down my day, like because I would think that no, he's gone, he's not gonna see this. But eventually, like the healing happens and the accepting of the situation, and then you kind of find peace with it. Where there are still situations where he, as my father, he comes to my mind, and I think about like, oh, it would have been great if he was here for this event or for this moment.
Yeah.
But it doesn't like ruin my day because I'm at peace with the situation.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you reached this year, and I'm happy for you for that. In terms of finding peace and kind of living where you are at the moment, 100% agree with it. Thank you for the comments that were made, but it's like I always thought myself, I'm a shark, I'm a killer. Like everybody else in my industry is a guppy,
Yeah.
They're for the feeding. But at times, like sometimes you set your goals, you set your goals, and then you achieve them, and then you set the next goal, and then you achieve it, and then you set the next goal. That not enough times do you just step back, and like just appreciate like what you've done and where you are.
Exactly.
Which is what you're been doing, and I saw a lot of it, like even on your last birthday, where you're drinking like the 300 bottle of champagne, and you were like, fuck, like the fact that I could buy this.
Man, I spent like $1,000 on fucking liquor and shit.
The fact that I could buy this.
Yes.
And drink this $300 champagne by myself. Even though I only gave my friend Sam like a little sip on a cup.
I gave Sam some shit. Sam some shit.
Like sometimes you do have to kind of like step back.
I wasn't there.
I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, sometimes you do have to step back and kind of appreciate all of that. And the more you do it, I think the happier you will be in life.
Yeah.
In terms of the kind of the later points, for just kind of like career and like achieving some stuff. I've been blessed with, 1 to 2 good mentors in my life, in my career, that have really like kind of shaped me and helped me really learn and understand quickly. But like my recommendation is I do have like this life career plan pretty much where like, for example, 3 years ago, first time I did it, right? So I'm like, well, I'm an engineer, I'm going to be an engineer. I'm going to go back to school and get my master's in leadership in my MBA because I want to be an executive now in engineering. And then a year passed and I'm like, you know what, like I'm in a different role, in a manager role, not over engineers, but over assemblers or, different crowd. Yeah. And I enjoy it more. So then my life plan, which is like I had goals set, like by year 1 I'm gonna do this, by year 2 I'm gonna do this, by year 3 I'm gonna do this, and then to achieve year 3, I need to, during 1 and 2, to get my master's or something like that. So then I got a new one out, and I was like, you know what? I don't want this to be my year 3. I want a different path. You know what? Spending time on my master's is not the most efficient time to spend. Yeah. So I'm not going to do my master's. You know what? Engineering is not my ultimate goal. Yeah. And then I chose a different path, and then I set goals, year 1, year 2, year 3, and then now it's just about execution. Which is really what I recommend to a lot of people. It's like, where you want to see yourself in 5 years? Okay, fucking write it down. Don't think about it. Write it the fuck down. Charlie. Shout out to Charlie.
Hey, I think I know who this is. Let me see. Nocturno. Culto. It might be. Bro, if you're Baby Ariola, I love you, bro. If you're Baby Ariola, I love you, bro.
So I recommend get like a fucking white piece of paper, get a little whiteboard, put it on your wall, and just write down like where you want to be in 5 years. Okay, where you have to be in 4 years, where you gotta be in 3 years to achieve that ultimate 5-year goal. Yeah. And then just start fucking putting dates, and then just start executing. And don't be afraid to be lost. There was a point 2 years ago I thought I was gonna be an engineering executive. Now I'm thinking I'm gonna be a different type of executive. So If it changes, it changes. It's just
Yeah.
make sure you have a goal and make sure you're executing to it.
It sounds like I'm gonna send my resume to Sam. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I'm very good at updating resumes, by the way.
Bro, like, I'm telling
Very
you, like,
No, not even to discredit that, but it's like, with me, like, growing up, I've always been, like, one of those type of people that, like, to give and to help, like what we talked about in the past.
Yep.
So, like, I've always told myself, like, I've always wanted to do a job or to do type of work where it kind of benefits and kind of helps out other people.
Yeah.
Like, in the past, I've always thought about, like, law enforcement and stuff like that to be able to help out. So it's always lingering in my head because it was like one of those things where, like, once I knew college wasn't gonna work out, like, I was like already
another path.
I was already convinced, like, I was gonna do the military.
Yeah.
Like, I had talked about it with Natalie. She was like, she was not all for it.
Fuck, you're stupid as shit.
Yeah, because she was like, I mean, because it kind of just shows, like, as a pair, like, as a group, as, like, she worries about stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, but I tell her all the time, like, I could be doing something like that. I could be a cop. I could be doing anything else. I could be doing the job that I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
You said it yourself earlier. There was a shooting. I could be just doing a delivery and get shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I told her, every job has a risk.
Yeah, there's always risk.
There's always a sense of danger.
You're
So,
driving all day. What if you get crashed? Like, right on your door.
You never know.
I did get crashed. But, like, it's one of those things where, like, I get a satisfaction out of being able to know that I did something that did, like, a sense of accomplishment where I was able to help out somebody else.
Yeah.
So, like, that's always been a career path for me. Whereas, like, I want to be able to be, like, it's not something where it just benefited the company. Whereas, like,
you're able to benefit somebody's life or somebody's.
So it's like, I never discredited anything of, like, sorry.
I'm pretty sure that's my homie Jose. That's Baby Adiola. That's my homegirl's little brother. So, love you, dog.
Like the saying where, like, I've always wanted to choose a career path where I was able to contribute to society.
Yeah.
So, and I'm still in that path because it's one of those things where, like, I want to be able to do something where it affects everybody else. Yeah. Maybe it could be for the fact that, like, growing up and all that stuff, like, I've seen so much where, like, I want to play a role. I mean, it's a little bit cliche because of everything that says, like, with amongst, like, law enforcement, military, and all that stuff. But it's like, no, but, like, it's one of those things where, like, a lot of people say, like, if you can affect somebody's life in a positive outlook, like, that person's gonna put it on to somebody else.
Yeah.
And then it's just like a lingering effect.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I mean, that's kind of how this whole fucking best shit started, you know? This whole podcast about nothing, the best page, like, all of that. That's the essence of where it started. Like, working at Parks and Rec, I realized, like, I don't really care about corporate America. Like, I'd rather fucking help out people that aren't able to help out themselves. And I mean, I've talked about it with Sam before because he knows about the whole best shit, and like, he's, like I said, I've always said that I've always said he's one of the people that I always run my ideas by, and I feel you, bro. I don't want to do shit for myself. I want to help out people. I want to help out individuals that have a bunch of shit, like entrepreneurs that have some fucking dope ass ideas. Like, that's the whole thing. Fuck that. Like, I want y'all to be able to bring these ideas to light, you know? Like, let me help you out. Let me fucking figure out how to help somebody. And that's the whole premise of Best and all that shit, you know? Like,
we were having me and my coworker, we were having a conversation because, like, the whole lottery thing. It's like we were talking about the whole like, what would happen if we were to win and all that. And it's like in my sense of the person that I am, it's like I don't need that much money. It's like it's one of those things where it's like I will give so much money of that shit away.
Yeah.
Just because of the fact that like, in essence, it's like if you overlook the dollar, and if you're able to live comfortably with the same amount of money, after you win something like that, like you didn't win it earning it, you won it by luck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's like, in my sense, like, I had told him, I was like, if for whatever fucking reason I were to ever win the lottery, it's like I'll give so much money of that shit away. It's like I really don't need that much, and it's kind of one of those things where it's like good karma in a sense,
Yeah.
because it's like, for example, one day I were to play that shit, it's like you hit like a 400 million or whatever. You get taxed, you still stay with like 370 million, right? Give or take.
Yeah.
Whatever
It's
the
like,
fuck.
whatever the fuck.
You
it
still
is.
got millions.
You still got millions. It's like it's one of those things where it's like I don't need that much to be comfortable. Obviously, I will take care of my family.
Yeah.
But it's like one of those things
And
where
then
it's
the
like
homies.
no, and then that's what I'm getting to right now.
Oh yeah.
I had told him, I was like, I will give him money. I will give you money in a sense. I'll give Sam money, even though it's one of those things was like,
$500,000.
bro, out of 370, I'll probably end up you probably end up getting a Zelle count of $1 million.
Yeah.
If that was the case. Because it's one of those things where it's like, it's not so much, obviously money does like factor things where like you're able to do more things.
Yeah, always.
Of course. But it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, it's like, I don't need a mansion.
No.
Like I said it before, like, if I could find like a place out in the middle of fucking LA, like the backwards of LA where I have a ranch.
Yeah.
If I could pay $1 million just to have a property, I'll have that. Luxury clothes, I don't need that.
Yeah.
I don't need fucking luxury sports cars. It's like, I'll keep my truck. Maybe I'll get my dream car.
And that's
The
what makes you
rest
happy.
of the rest of the money, I'll fucking put that like, in a sense, starting a business.
Yeah.
Or investing into something else.
Yeah.
Or I'll even be like, you know what, like, in a sense, I still need that sensation of having to work. I'll still want to work.
Yeah.
Because it's like, even if it's not for the fact of getting a check, it's like, even if you make that much money, like, you still can't, for me at least, it's like, I can't just be like, alright, fuck it, like, I still need to be able to work.
Yeah.
But it's like, if I were to hit that shit, bro, it's like, you get $1 million, you get $1 million.
Feel rich already.
I know, right? You need to hit the fucking lottery, bro.
And it's like, and then like,
All I need is $1 million to make fucking best.
and it's like
be
a lot
the
of people,
giant
and it's a lot of people that have been in my life, like that stick by me, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Because it's like one, take care of your family, and take care of the people that have been around
That
you.
been around you. Yeah, take care of the people that took care of you. That's
I mean,
always been a big thing.
Yeah, it's like, and then it's, for me, like, I mean, for me, I'm kind of a simple person in a sense, but like, I know Natalie would want the expensive shit.
Yeah,
I know where most of the money is going to, but it's like,
or who's spending most of it.
Yeah,
who's
yeah,
spending
yeah.
most of it, but
We
it's
know
like-
who's gonna spend the money.
but it's like, for me, it's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's just by a draw of luck.
Yeah.
And we had talked about this, like, it's like, a lot of people, like, once they get that money, they feel like a certain status.
Yeah.
But it's like, you don't have to feel like that. It's like, you win that money by sheer luck. It's like, you give it back to whoever. And it's like, you learn how to use it to, I mean, obviously you use it to benefit.
Create your actual wealth.
It's like, if I,
100%.
like I had told my friend, like, if I were to make that shit, I'll still have my job. I'll still fucking be miserable or whatever if I was still doing FedEx. But like at the end of the day, I feel like, you know what? We're gonna be at a house. They already gave me the approval for a man cave. We'll have a way better setup than this.
Hell yeah.
so it's like one of those things where like I wouldn't have the need to, like, I'll be able to enjoy this even more with the better housing and be like fucking enjoying the more company and shit like that.
Alright. So I feel the need to like defend corporate America.
Oh, here we go.
Since all these attacks are coming about like not wanting to join it. So in terms of corporate America, like my personal feeling, so that's the ladder I'm climbing, right? It's a defense company, and it's it's corporate. We're a second tier defense company to the U.S. military. My sense of responsibility to it is this organization, employs about 1,200 people. Out of that 1,200, like 100 of them report to me. Through managers that report to me and stuff like that. So I have like 1/12 of this organization, right?
Yeah, the company, yeah.
I have critical processes that are under me that support this organization. So my feeling is like, this company pays bi-weekly a salary for 1,200 people. If the company fails, that's 1,200 families that don't have a paycheck.
Facts. Y'all need a policy analyst or something. I knew it was you, motherfucker.
Policy analyst?
Yeah. This kid.
HR?
No. He's a poli-sci major. Political science major, right?
No, but policy analyst, that's HR. That's like...
No, I don't think that's what he's talking about.
Alright, so I have...
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Poli-sci major though, right? At San Diego's...
They just went to the fucking
UCSD.
final.
Yeah, public policy. Bro, I told you when UCSD. See, I told you. Yeah, I told you. Once you go running for fucking president, I'm gonna vote for you, dog. That's the homie.
He's a little sus right now.
Nah, that's the big homie. I used to walk this motherfucker to elementary school. Yeah.
Right, once he gives me $1 million, I'll vote for that.
Alright, dog. What the fuck? We're supposed to support our people, bro.
True. So that's the whole thing.
Sellout, bro.
Fucking sellout, Sam.
He's like, sell my vote,
Sellout Sam.
$1 million for my vote.
So
Continue.
That's why I'm like supporting corporate America in terms of like this company supports 1,200 families, and I have a chunk of it, right?
Oh yeah. Of course.
So in terms of like the future, like my goals are not to like just work for the next 4 years, make somebody else rich, and then retire from corporate America. It's obviously I'm making great money so that I can save it, so that I can invest it in other ventures that are eventually gonna be able to I can start my own thing.
Like best.
And then, true, a venture.
Best.
I gotta see a business plan, but all right. And then, so that's like the goal. It's like support these families. It means something to me. Support like the war fighter, which is like the fucking military for the U.S. that protects us to a degree.
Yeah,
and does a lot of other things. But yeah, so that's why I'm comfortable in corporate America, but it is an end game to my 10-year plan, which is doing something different.
But see, it all boils down to still, in the end, going back to Edgar's point, helping people.
Of course.
At the end, you still want to support the families and all of that shit. Your community, yeah.
I mean,
of course, that's what I mean. It all boils down to the same. We all have the same end goal, which is to hopefully help out our own community and, kind of, like I said, going back to Best, just elevate all of that shit.
Which I'm doing through the corporate America.
Exactly. It doesn't matter what avenue you take to do it, because there's so many that you can take.
No, because even how Sam refers it, if I'm breaking it down correctly, it's aside from the fact of those 1,000 employees that he has under him, it's not just him. If they're working through the military plays a big role.
Yeah.
So it plays a role in the sense of what I'm referring to, what you're referring to, in the sense where it's through the corporate America side, but at the same time it plays a role, because it's the military, in a sense, aside from the fact of fighting, they do more shit.
Yeah, because again, there's so many avenues that you can use to achieve the same goal.
Yeah. Good to talk.
Yeah.
Damn, that's just Brian's secular talk. Holy shit.
That's all we have time for, though.
Sure.
It does. I mean, I honestly didn't have a bad week or bad 3 weeks or whatever long time that Brian had COVID for.
So I was fucked up.
Maybe COVID.
I had mega COVID.
Brian had mega COVID. Sam went to Texas. I just worked. I mean,
you were just chilling.
I was just chilling. I was just working. I went to Universal, got my bucket hat. You can see it online on YouTube. I mean, for the most part, even this little break, we were able to like grasp all that shit that happened.
Yep.
Still a good conversation.
Yeah.
Nonetheless.
And I still have the next segment ready to go. Like
Sounds
I mentioned
good.
to you guys,
Next week.
I have a segment that's ready to go, and I think it's gonna be killer. But we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully next week.
It's gonna be lit.
It will be lit.
You gotta like talk with all these young people.
It will be lit.
Fire.
But with that being said, appreciate your loved ones.
Cherish.
Acknowledge the people that are in your lives right now because they may not be there tomorrow.
I'm really stoked about next episode.
And we'll be back next fucking episode. Catch us next Friday. It's gonna be lit, like Sam likes to say.
Say it.
He might repost this shit this time. I don't know.
I'm learning. I learned what a tag is.
He hasn't
That's
even.
right.
He hasn't even posted anything.
He learned what getting tagged in a post is today.
But he hasn't even done it.
But I learned what it means.
was today.
Huh?
He learned what it was today.
We're on episode 6.
Slow and steady wins the race, my guy.
Apparently, Jesus Christ.
Hey, no. You guys never took the time to teach me shit. I had to ask Brian today what a tag is.
That's also true.
We can't do it today because we still gotta watch Game of Thrones, so we're gonna have to do it next week.
Edgar hasn't watched Game of Thrones apparently. Star Wars.
Hey man,
dick.
all I've been seeing is people getting fucked and people dying. So
that's all you need to know.
That's all you want to see.
That's the essence of
Game of Thrones. I didn't have cable, okay? The blessings of my girlfriend got me the cable, so.
Oh, fuck that. I'll watch it. I've never had cable.
Hey, watch it. You know what I wanted to do to close this out, to close this episode out? You know what I wanted to do? So I was fucked up, right? I was super sick. And I'm sure you've seen The Wolf of Wall Street. You
of course.
must have.
I have.
And I know you've seen it because it's a good... You've seen it because it's a good movie. You've seen it because it's fucking super business-wise. No.
Oh,
so you know that scene... So... No. Don't get crazy, Sam. Hey, chill, bro. They gotta pay for that shit.
True.
You feel me? You gotta pay for that shit. But... There's a scene... Huh?
Midget up against the wall.
I don't think that's legally acceptable, but maybe someday.
Hey, it's in the movie.
It's in the movie. It is in the movie. But, so I was on my deathbed for the past like 2.5 weeks, right? So there's a scene in the film where he's talking to his firm, and he's like, I think they were trying to buy him out, and he's like, I'm not fucking leaving.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, I'm not fucking leaving. That's what I wanted to do. I'm still here, motherfuckers. I'm alive. I'm not fucking leaving.
Thankfully. If not, we would not have this going.
But that's what I wanted to do.
Alright.
With that being said, peace out. Thank you guys for watching. I'm at the Plus Size Assassin, 1S and plus size. I don't know if he remembers his at.
No, I don't.
He's at Sam _core or Samster _core.
Yeah. I'm at I'm at E _ EG Flex _89, I think.
Alright. Peace.
Fuck it, y'all know. Deuces.